Welcome back to the Old Soul Millennial channel. In today's video, I'd like to teach you how to replace washing machine water supply lines. This is a very simple job, and I'll show you that anybody can do this job. Only specialized tool you may need are a set of channel lock pliers. Now, how do you select the appropriate replacement lines for your washing machine? Here's what you do. Get a tape measure, take a look behind your washing machine, and measure how long the current lines are and observe whether they have a 90-degree elbow or not. In my case, my lines were 4 foot long and they had the 90-degree elbow, so that's what I purchased. Total cost of materials here is about $40. When selecting the material that your replacement lines are made out of, personally, I'd recommend going with braided stainless steel. I feel like that offers the best burst protection over nylon or rubber lines. Now, why do you want to replace your lines? Well, it's recommended that you replace these lines every 3 to 5 years because over time these lines do degrade. Not to mention these lines are under constant water pressure. Additionally, one of the most common reasons as to why homes flood is due to these lines failing and bursting. So think of it as a cheap $40 insurance policy. Anyway, without further ado, let's go inside and I'll show you what to do next. Now we are inside the washroom. So what we need to do now, we need to shut off the water that's being supplied to the washing machine. If you have a modern home, chances are you have this valve box, and inside the valve box you'll find the valve. Look for the lever, and what we're going to do to shut off the water is just push this lever all the way forward, and that shuts off the water being supplied to the washing machine. If you do not have this valve, chances are you're probably going to have to find your water main and shut off your water at the main. So now we can disconnect both of these lines. As for which side is the hot side, normally these valves are labeled. In my case, the left side is the hot line. I'm going to take my channel locks and just loosen up these connections. A little bit of water may come out. Good idea to have a rag nearby. Let's remove the hot line. And here we are behind the washing machine. We have the water supply connections. Blue is the cold water and red is the hot water. So simply we're going to take our channel locks, loosen up this nut, position a rag underneath this to catch any water, do the same thing on the hot side, and then put the new lines on. Next, let's install the new braided stainless steel lines, but also ensure that before you install the lines that there is the gasket within the fitting. That's critically important. I'm going to use my set of channel locks to get these fittings a little bit tighter, but you got to be careful because the inlet nipple is plastic, so you got to be careful not to over torque these, but you definitely don't want them loose either. Next, returning back to the water supply valve, I'm going to reconnect my hot water inlet line, ensuring that there is a gasket on the end of the fitting. Next, I'll install the cold water supply line. I'm going to tighten both these fittings slightly with my channel locks. I have both these fittings tight on the valve. I'm going to open the water slowly and look for leaks. Final look behind the washing machine. No leaks, nice gradual bends, no kinks. This is a good repair. So what I'm going to do now, over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to keep an eye on these lines, ensure no water leaks develop, but also just keep an eye on them in general. Perhaps in a week or two, I'll probably check the tightness of these fittings just to ensure that they haven't loosened up at all, but that pretty much concludes this repair. A final touch, I added a label with today's date so that way I can keep track of when it's time to replace these lines again. I'd like to thank you for watching. As always, I will catch you on the next one.